Hi, welcome back. And this is a long-awaited video. I wanted to do this for a while now. I did a similar video maybe like a year ago or so, and I figured out it's time. I have a trip later this year that's coming up, and one of these items I'm probably is gonna go with me. So I figured this is the great time to do the video and to show you the differences in each one. And we're talking about traveling jewelry cases. So if you are traveling, obviously there's different sizes, different needs, different purposes. But and the video that I did, I think about a year ago, was exactly that. So it was more for small ones, micro ones, as well as the just keep items at home and how to separate them. So let's say I have one box for Pandora, then I have one box for Pandora, let's say silver, then I have a Pandora box for the rose gold colors. I'm not into yellows. I was raised on yellow gold and it kind of threw me off. I do have a couple of pieces, but not a lot. The ones that I'm going to be talking about, majority of them are tiny or small, just because I will be traveling with a carry-on. So there's no reason for me to bring so much jewelry with me. So I will try to minimize and take as little as I can. We'll go through the ones that I think you've already seen, and I'm not sure, I think you did. So first one, let's start with this one. And this is a travel case for jewelry from Kipling. I did remove the little logo that was, I don't know if you can see the little needle things, but I did remove it. But it's kind of like a silver tone, kind of looks champagne-y, but it's not champagne. And what I like about this, and I think all of these cases are zip around. So if something, if it's tumbles, if something happens that it won't open. If you zipped it up, it won't open. So when you open it up, just kind of a little go through. You have the little undone little bar that you can hook. What can you put? Hoop earrings. You can put rings here. You have a little pouch. The pouch is open. And then you have the little drawstring kind of body that you can kind of like tie together and then it sits there. It will have an opening unless you actually tie it physically. I think it's still gonna have an opening, but this is nice. I think I have a logo in there, yes. So this is the logo that was on top. It was sewn in, so I just kind of took a little scissors and carefully removed it. I think it made it a little bit cheaper, right? I don't mind the brand. It's unnecessary and it kind of looks sporty when I don't want it to look sporty. So I just took it down and kept it like this. So this is the first one that I have. This is nice. If it gets dirty by, let's say you have makeup in your bag or something happens, you can always just wash it, throw it in the washer, or just wash it by hand or wipe it off with these. So this is the first one. I'm not going to close it just yet. And the next one that I think you saw was my bestie. And this is from Tiffany Co. I don't think they make this anymore. So it comes in a pouch. It's a good squeeze. It is its original pouch and it doesn't really fit that well. It fits, but it's kind of like a tight squeeze, which is a little strange. Why would you make it such a small pouch unless they gave me the wrong pouch? This was a long time ago. But same idea. It's a zip around, just one zipper. And I think it's supposed to be real leather. So when you unzip it, same. Well, no, not same. I forgot. So it doesn't have anything here, just the name. It has the little spaces for rings. You can kind of squeeze some earrings in there. And then you have a little space in here for smaller items. This is it. This was one of my first pieces at Tiffany Co. I love this. On the back, you do have Tiffany Co as well. I do try to be careful with it and I don't really use it. Now that I have the other ones, I see how simple it is. It's beautiful, but it's simple. And there's really, right, if you zip it up again, everything's just gonna kind of swoosh around because there's no control here. They, like I said before, they don't make this anymore. So it's a unique piece. They have something similar. I'm just looking at you can kind of see like the oxidized glue pieces. It's very tiny right there, where the seams are. But that happens. That happens to all of these pieces. Dior, I think Chanel. Did Chanel have? I'm trying to remember some of my pieces. I know Dior has it, like a bunch of Dior stuff had oxidized. I don't remember about Chanel. But my favorite, and I'm not really using it, like I said, especially because the ones that they have, they no longer have the zip around. They have just kind of like a snap closure, but this is all open. So I'm not liking that much. I'm not gonna put it in the little sleeve, just gonna leave it alone for now. And let's move on to the next one. The next ones are new. So the previous year that I made the video on all the jewelry pouches and zip arounds and cases and boxes. So these are going to be new to those. So the one that you did not see is this guy. He's bigger. This is from Nordstrom Rack, and this is more of a champagne color, not gold. I wouldn't call it like gold, or it's like a subtle gold. It's like not a bad gold. It's like that Chanel champagne color gold. It is in the shape of a heart. And this one has two zippers, so this is lovely. It actually has two zippers that you can kind of simultaneously open up. When you open it, it has the mirror. I'm just gonna block the mirror so it's not in the way. And then you have the inside. And I know it's kind of like upside down, but it's a weird position of the hand. But you have the little space here, you have the little space here, you have the space for the rings. And this is beautiful. This is perfect for fitting every little piece in. And then you have this little closure. How cute is this? You open it and there's more space in there, some extra stuff in there. I think like a tag. Yeah, it's just a tag. So it has the little home there, and then it doesn't snap, it doesn't close, it just kind of covers, but it stays in place. That's the good thing. It kind of snuggles in there, and that's the whole piece. So, and it's a beautiful heart theme jewelry box. Now just to show you, to compare to this one, the heart, I don't know if you can see it, but the heart sticks out just a little bit from all the sides. From the bottom, of course, you can see the little corner from here. So it's slightly bigger. Advantage or disadvantage, I don't know if you would call one or the other. This one has structure to it, so it has sides. So if you have bangles, let's say there's a bangle that you can fit a bangle right on top. If you put it right on top of it, you can fit a bangle. But if it's a bangle that you worry about the shape, this will keep the shape. This, as you can see, the bangle might get twisted, especially, I mean, I'm not doing that on purpose, but if you have a carry-on, like a soft carry-on, and I prefer a soft carry-on, while I can still kind of carry it on my shoulder, it's better to have a soft carry-on just because it gives you less hassle. During the airport, on the planes, there were times when I had to check in a carry-on on wheels. I never had to do that with a carry-on on my shoulder. For some reason, it looks so small, they don't bother with them every single time. That's a little tip for you if you can carry it on your shoulder. So this was Nordstrom Rack. This was super cheap compared to this. This was maybe what, like 50, less than I want to say this is less than $60, $70. This was even cheaper. And then this was the most expensive one. I don't remember how much it was. It's different pricing. Obviously, this was purchased 10, 15 years ago. I don't know the exact year, but obviously even now if you purchase it, it's going to be a different price from this. The next one that I did not show in that video was this little green guy, and this is luxurious for me personally. Look at this beautiful green velvety material. I don't think, obviously it's not, it's kind of like velour, it's like those Juicy Couture jumpsuits that you had, but it's beautiful. It's like a little stool or a little kind of cushion, just a one zipper. And it's similar to the Kipling one, but just a stylish looking one. So it has a snap closure here for the earrings. They do have holes, and they only have No, they have 4 holes. So this is for the earrings, and then you have so much room, so much space for the other items. Not bad. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty substantial. It does hold the structure as well. Like if you zip it up, I know the top kind of gives way a little bit, but still, when I close it, not much, right? Because of the zipper. So love the color. I think the color is gorgeous. This was, you'll be surprised. I think this was, is there a tag so that I can tell you? No. So there's no name on the tag. I know for 100% that this was either Ann Taylor or this was Loft, which is basically the same company. Just, you understand the difference, but one of them. But again, pricing compared to this obviously is different. Size, naturally smaller. And then I would say that it's, oh, it flew. Got it. Okay. So very similar to each other. I would say these two are very kind of like a brother from another mother. So very similar. Size, obviously it's different shapes, so you can't compare. The weight, I want to say maybe because of the mirror and the little pouches and little holes and little spaces, this is slightly heavier. Not much, but slightly heavier than this. But they both have weight to it. This is the heaviest so far. So gorgeous. This was not bad at pricing either. This was nice price. The next one, almost the last one, is I think so far, well, no, not so far. I keep contradicting myself. This is my favorite, but this has nostalgic feel to it because it was, like I said, one of my first pieces at Tiffany Co. But my second favorite, or on the same level, is this beauty. And this was a gift from Dior. When you purchase something, it was like a bunch of you either purchase, you can get this either by purchasing something over a tier, and once you get to the program, to a specific tier, they send you a gift. That's one way. If you're not that much of a spender on a regular, then you can just wait out, and if you're lucky, where they give you a free gift with the purchase, and you know the code, you can put in the code, and sometimes they give you these as well. So it's a jewelry box. This is cloth. This is kind of velour, which is kind of fabric, clean. This one, it's not really fabric. I see, okay, it's just a little lint. It's a weird fabric. It's kind of like, you can wipe it off. I just don't know how much. I do see a little cracking here, which usually happens with like fake stuff. And this is fabric. So far, the real deal is this, which is not fabric and would be hard to clean, but this is fabric. It's a little cushioned on both the top and the bottom, and it does have 2 zippers. Let's open it up and check out the inside, because the inside, I think, has everything, all of these together in one. And ta-da! So we have the snaps on both sides. So far we've seen the snap only on one, so you can remove it, right? If you don't want, let's say you just taking one pair of earrings and you're not taking any more, you don't need the space, you can take it off so that it doesn't rub off on anything else. Love the fact that it has the 2 snaps. The next one is the bar for, let's say, earrings, or you can like hoop earrings or rings. And again, it snaps off all together, so you can take off both snaps, and it's a clean top except for those little back snapping things. We'll just call them that. And then on the main compartment, you have that drawstring kind of gathered little pouch that's built in, so you can remove it. It's decent space. You can close it with both. I know you can't see because I had to do it this way, but it does close better than the Kipling. This one does not have any space left because the ties are like more natural. That one is kind of like a polyester feel. This one feels more cottony. So again, you can fill this up, and then you have 3 pairs of earrings you have here, and then a bunch of space for the rings. So this is our Dior I did pick one more. I'm not going to spend time on it because it's huge. But depending on what you're going for, right? If you're going for like an influencer event where you have to switch out looks and you want to take a lot of stuff with you, then this would be it. And this is from Vera Bradley. I took obviously a very traditional, very classic color. I did show this at some point, I remember, when I purchased it, I think not a year ago when I did the original video, but this has a lot of room. So it has a bunch of earrings. This is like if you go away again for like a switch out influencer trip, or if you're going for a long time and you know you're gonna need a lot of jewelry, has pouch here, has a bunch of stuff here. This is 2 bars for the earrings. Then you have a built-in pouch on the zipper, and then you have for necklaces, you have the snap-ons for like 5 pieces, and then each one has a separate pouch. So it's not one pouch and they just swim in there. No, it's each one actually was sewn in and each one is protected. You know what, I'm lying. It's only 3 pouches. So it has 5 snaps, but 3 pouches. So they will share space, which is fine, but we're not gonna spend time on this because it's huge. I will not be taking it. So one of those, the first, 5? One of those babies will be coming with me later on when the trip comes up. You might ask, which one do I prefer? I would say out of them all, I'm thinking. Okay, so I'll just be upfront with you. This, I don't think I will be taking it anywhere just because now at this point it's becoming like a very limited edition, very kind of vintagey piece, just because again, they don't make this anymore. As far as I understand, I haven't seen it on the website, so I'm not chancing it. It's just gonna stay in my closet and just kind of like a keepsake. So this will not be traveling. I'm putting that away now. The next options, and again, it depends on how much. I haven't, you know, the trip is later in the year, so I haven't even, you know, considered what I would be taking with me. The weather might be changing, so it's ages and ages from now on. So I don't think I'll be taking these just because if I know I'll be taking on a carry-on, they're just too heavy. They're pretty, they're nice, but with the carry-on for check bag, sure. And this is nice. Out of the 2, I wish they had this color, but with this organization. I think this color is stunning, but I do like the fact that you have so many, I just zipped it back in, so I closed it. I do like the fact that you have so many compartments and they're separated. Love that. Not much space for like bangles or larger items because this would be it, just one compartment and everything, just shove that in there. Let me show, I think I didn't close it good. Just shove it in there. If you want to separate it, you can separate it by little pouches, so not a big deal. But it depends on the items that you are carrying. So that being said, I think the winners here are, drum roll please, are these 2. This is the Kipling. I do like it, the fact that it's smooshy. It doesn't take up a lot of space. Has the little separator. I'm not sure what I would use it for, but it's a nice idea. Has the little snap closure and it has the drawstring that doesn't really close. I mean, you can kind of close it. Yeah, you can kind of close it. You can close it. It's okay. This would be my winner for the trip just because it's almost nothing. It weighs almost nothing. And when you are with a shoulder carry-on, you know, things add up. The second one is this, just because it's Dior. You can't go wrong with Dior. It's stylish, it's classic, it's Dior. Same idea. I do like, just like the one with the Loft and Taylor green and the Nordstrom rack heart, similar packaging. This one is a little bit more nicer in weight. They almost weigh the same, but this is heavier, but not as heavy as the other ones. And this one does keep its shape. Which one am I gonna take? I don't know. You will have to see and find out. Before I go, just to show you, let's pack this one because it's Dior. What I'll do is I brought extra things in here, and I'll just take off my rings just to show you the difference. These are just Dior earrings. These are those faux pearls. So because they scratch, I don't want to have them scratched. I can either, if I'm filling this up with like jewelry, let's do that. You know what? Let's do that. I didn't take it off. Let's do that. I'm just gonna, if I can do it on my own, let's see here. So this is a small link hardware bracelet, either medium length or large. I think it's a large, just because I know my wrists. I think it's a large. So I'm putting this in the mid compartment where the drawstrings are. And then you can put a bunch of stuff. It didn't even make a dent, I have to say. It didn't make a dent. And if it was filled up to the brim, I would just put this on top and they would not get scratched, so they would get protected. Since it's not filled up, I'm just gonna put it in here. Just kind of, and again, I'm not filling this up. I only bring the items that I'll be wearing. So if I'm taking a carry-on, I don't want to switch up my jewelry, and I don't want to leave it, and I don't want to worry about, oh my God, what's happening with the jewelry if I have to step out of the hotel room or something. So let's move on. I have earrings. I just took them off just to show you. And the only thing I would be worried about, and I just tried it on with you, and this is what I don't like, is the post would bend. That's the only, you see, this is me first time trying it on. So with this, I would not even mess because I don't want the post to bend because it's just so against the wall. I would just keep them again. I would just keep them here because it's all zipped up. So let me show you, just sitting here. Because it's all zipped up, I don't have to worry about them falling out. This is the best part. I don't have to worry about them falling out. Zip it down. I hear them, but nothing happens. I hate, my pet peeve is the folded jewelry pouches that have absolutely no closure, or they have like those just snaps, but snaps can unsnap so easily. And then with age, and then when you open it, just careful, open it, everything's just sitting there. So love it. What else did I want to, well, I put everything in there. My rings. Let's do the rings. We can do the ring. So I have the one pair in here. I have two rings in here. As you can see, you can fit easily 3 more rings unless you like your rings chunky. I don't usually wear necklaces or a lot of necklaces. I like my necklaces small, dainty. I cannot have anything heavy on my neck. Something happened in my previous life, I don't know. But I just cannot have chunky necklaces or something like statement necklaces. I'll wear them if an outfit requests it, yes. But I prefer not to. So usually I just stick with one necklace and I just leave it until I want to switch it out. So I usually don't bring necklaces with me. So the necklaces that I have, just I stay with it, I sleep with it, I never take it off. Rings I take off every night, so that's just easier. Earrings, sometimes it depends on the earrings. If they're comfortable, I'll just sleep with them. Especially that's why I prefer gold earrings or silver ones, just because you don't have to worry about them changing color, or you don't have to worry about the stones or pearls or crystals. Lovely. I love this. I just went through this with you, and I'm in love with it even more than I was before. So I would say yay. Do we want to try to pack this in? I mean, it's the same idea, right? It's same size. Is it the same size? It's almost the same height. It's pretty much the same size. Just one is square, the other one is a circle. What else is there? That's it. So they're the same exact size, but this one has room. And this one doesn't have a space for earrings. I was about to say the post, but the post doesn't have the space there. This is it. Let me know which one was your favorite. I'm curious. But I am loving this color, green. This is beautiful green. It's even better in person. Camera does not do it justice. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.